those are the things that I love the most that are really salient. And then that will typically send me down a rabbit hole of like, oh, I want to find out more about this. I need to ask more questions. I might go back and like completely redesign and rewrite the questions that I and answers that I initially thought like were to be. So, yeah.
So how do you? And this kind of you're perfect. You're the perfect interviewee because your topic the topics are flowing right into the next question perfectly
Thank
for
you
me.
so much.
So when you talk about listening to that social listening data, though, how do you differentiate between the what's like you kind of showed like understanding like that qualitative side, understanding what's valuable and what's noise, but like those tools can get very noisy. So how do you kind of get by that, especially when you're trying to understand something like like consent education, right? Like, or making sure that you identify areas where you can educate for that particular
Yeah.
topic. How do you differentiate the noise in something in a topic like that?
Yeah, it's this great question. The first thing that I will say, and Nichefire makes this a lot easier, I think, than traditional social listening, is writing your query out. That is everything. It's like the language that you're using and the keywords that you're using and how you filter out the noise. This is a technical answer, but it is the honest answer. That's how you filter it out. And obviously that comes
Yeah.
with practice. But then I would also say it's 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 hard to because sometimes even within the noise, like I was saying, you can find that little nugget. So that would be the first thing, yeah, query writing. But then something like just to highlight Nichefire for a second, because it's like a complementary tool to social listening. I remember you were saying this in the pitches and in the discussions that we had together of like it's showing you what could possibly be a trend before it is. So I don't need to know those language. So